Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to your daily dose of Bgsn 10. I'm Juliet Kaufman.
And I'm Emily Johnson. Today we'll be taking a look at Drama Club, the Nutcracker, Credit Rescue, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Devin with your weekly weather forecast.
Thank you, ladies. Good morning, Hornets. Your week's weather is looking kind of gloomy. Today is a high of 26 and a low of 18 with an 80% chance of snow showers. Wednesday is a high of 34 and a low of 28. Thursday is looking a little rainy with a high of 41 and a low of 38 with a 50% chance of rain. Friday is a high of 49 and a low of 43 with, again, a 50% chance of rain. Saturday is going to be more wet, but it's going to be hotter with a high of 61, a low of 45, and a 90% chance of rain. Finally, to end the week, Sunday is going to be clearing up with a bit with a high of 50, a low of 37, and a 20% chance of rain. That is all for your week's weather forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Are you in need of community service hours? Well, you're in luck.
There will be a family event on Thursday, November 29th for grades 2 through 8. It will be held at Central Elementary.
Workers will be needed from 5:15 to 8 p.m.
If you're interested, please email Paige Anderson at pganderson@bgcs.k12.in.us.
Senior portraits are coming up for the seniors this week with Prestige. If you haven't gotten your pictures yet and would like them, they should be contacting you within a time to set up an appointment. If they haven't yet, make sure to contact Mr. Carr at acart@bgcs.k12.in so you can get your portrait set up and ready.
Now that Grace is over, Drama Club is beginning to prepare for Clue auditions, the spring play. Today we'll have a meeting after school from 3 to 4 in most likely Mr. Bush's room. Everyone is welcome to come. You do not have to audition for the play to come to any Drama Club meetings. It is welcome to anyone. We plan on playing improv games, learning more about Clue, preparing for auditions, talking about the coffee house, and more. I will be there and I hope to see you too.
Yearbooks are still on sale. Right now they are priced at $35, but the deal won't last long. This year the book will be extra special and you do not want to miss out. Get yours today in the TV studio. If you have any questions, contact Mr. White at ny@bgcs.k12.in.us.
A 16-year-old kid was pronounced missing yesterday. His name is Tyler Davis. He attends school at Franklin Central and is a junior. On the right is his father named Mark Davis, age 50. Mark is thought to have kidnapped him. He also has a level 2, 3, and 4 felony and is thought to be armed and dangerous. If you have seen him or know any information, contact the authorities as soon as possible.
The annual performance of the Nutcracker is less than a month away. Here's Austin McGuire with more information.
Now that Halloween and Thanksgiving have both come and passed, it's that time of year where people begin to get into the holiday spirit, which also means that this year's performance of the Nutcracker is coming up. This year will be the 12th annual performance of the Nutcracker at Beech Grove High School, and as per usual, it will be presented by Beech Grove High School and the Dance Refinery. This show is usually one of the most packed shows of the year because people from many other schools, including Montcallie, Center Grove, and Franklin Central, attend this performance. The Nutcracker will be performed at 7 p.m. on December 8th and at 2 p.m. on December 9th in the auditorium here at BGHS. Tickets are on sale now and cost $10 during pre-sale, which lasts until December 6th, or tickets will be available at the door for $12. Make sure to come out and show some support for this great performance. From Beech Grove High School, I'm Austin McGuire for Beech Grove Student News.
The credit rescue requirements have changed since last year for the second semester. Here's Bree Abney with more.
As many of you know, here at Beech Grove High School, we have a grade called an FR. An FR is just a little under a D- and a little above an F. With an FR, you can come in over break to make it up and pass with a D-. The rules are changing a little bit for an FR, though. Here's Ms. Taft with some more.
Okay, so for credit rescue, they're changing it a little bit this year. So at the end of quarter 1 and quarter 3, anyone is eligible to go to credit rescue, whether you're freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior. At the end of each semester, however, only seniors can do credit rescue. So if you're a freshman, a sophomore, or a junior, and at the end of the semester you have an FR, that's just going to be an F, and you will have to retake that course.
From the TV studio, this has been Bree for BGSN.
Now let's toss that over to Malachi McGuire for sports.
Hello Hornets and welcome to your daily dose of sports. In Beech Grove news, both boys and girls varsity swimming have meet tonight at Southport High School. Both teams are defending ICC champions and are looking to get another win versus the Cardinals tonight. The Pacers had a game last night in Utah versus Jazz. Miles Turner returned and had 16 points. However, he was not the leading scorer since McDermott had 21 off the bench. Sabonis had a double-double off the bench as well, and Bogdanovich added 15. They won 121-88 and are now 12-8. The Pacers have only won 2 games without Oladipo, both against the Jazz. They are 4th in the East and play tonight in Phoenix versus Devin Booker and the Suns. The Colts will travel to Jacksonville this Sunday.
Nick Anslet recently committed to Danville Area Community College in Illinois. I talked to him about his decision-making on this commitment. Danville.
Well, they offered me a scholarship, so I took into account how much money the scholarship was and if I'd have a chance to come in and play right away.
I also asked him if his parents had any influence on his choice and his career in baseball. Stuff like that.
They didn't have obviously they gave me their opinions on all the different schools, but really they just left it up to me and I made the decision.
Okay. Was there somebody, a coach or somebody that really influenced you, as far as baseball is considered and going to college for baseball and stuff like that?
Really my dad, he did a lot of that because baseball was his favorite sport growing up and he played in college and I just kind of wanted to follow his footsteps.
I'm Cody Stewart for Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
That was Cody with Nick Anslet on his commitment. In Colts news, they will travel to Jacksonville this Sunday, and the Jaguars have announced what they're going to do for the game. Blake Bortles is no longer the starting quarterback for the Jags. Cody Kessler was starting his place. Also, running back Leonard Fournette was suspended 1 game for fighting as he got into a scuffle as the Jags lost to the Buffalo Bills. This Jaguars team isn't the same team that the Colts faced last time, and the Colts should be on upset alert. The Colts will be without Jack Doyle this Sunday as he's been on injury reserve after suffering a kidney injury versus the Dolphins. He was taken to a local hospital after the game. The Colts will now rely on Eric Ebron and Mo Alley-Cox in the tight end core. Varsity boys basketball had their first games of the season last week. Here I am with more on the teams and the results.
The boys basketball season is finally underway, and they started off with 2 back-to-back games. They traveled to Greenfield Central in their first game and then stayed at home to host Ascena in their second, where Coach English was in attendance. I talked to junior Vin Pig to see how they performed in their first 2 games.
I thought we pushed the ball up in transition pretty well, and our energy on the bench is good, so hopefully we can carry that over.
I talked to senior Jordan Brickley to see how they performed in their first 2 games. How did you personally do the first 2 games?
The first 2 games, I could have done a lot better. I got in foul trouble in both games, but it's the ref's fault because I really should have had 2 charges called, but they called blocking fouls.
Jordan Brickley then tells me how he did personally, just himself.
The first 2 games, I could have done a lot better. I got in foul trouble in both games, but it's the ref's fault because I really should have had 2 charges called, but they called blocking fouls.
The boys will also have a game this Friday at Speedway where they look to improve to 3-0. That's all for sports. I'm Malachi McGuire for Beech Grove Student News.
That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all for your daily dose of BGSN 10.
Teachers, don't forget to hit that bell icon and the subscribe button to get notified when we go live.
Also, don't forget to follow us on all social media at BG Student News. I'm Juliette Kaufman.
And I'm Emily Johnson. Have an amazing day, Hornets.